Welcome everybody to another Front Range Friday where we explore Denver's Front Range neighborhoods. We have just crossed into Sheridan Boulevard, coming from the east to the west, which means we've entered our location today, Wheat Ridge, Colorado. This is a small town, or rather city, of 30,000 people directly to the west of Denver. And so what it's known for is being the carnation city, where it had up to 32 different carnation growers in the 1960s after World War II. The reason is that it had enough farm space and enough sunlight due to Colorado's weather to grow those carnations and have them go through Denver and be shipped back east. So one of our first stops today is going to be a park where they have a carnation festival every year. Obviously nothing happening now, and it was canceled this year. It's usually every August. You can see they have a pool, one of the cool features of this park compared to many. So there were 32 carnation farmers in the 1960s. The last carnation farmer left Wheat Ridge in 2008, so only 12 years ago. However, there's still a big community aspect around agriculture here. So community farms, community gardens more so, are becoming popular. There's ordinances that were passed to enable that more. And in general, there's more of a push to bring back that agricultural spirit. So when you hear the name Wheat Ridge, of course you think of wheat. Well, that was very true. They grew wheat and a lot of fruit around here. So you hear about people that grew up and there was a lot of raspberry and strawberry picking and a lot of these fields and farms, really big agricultural footprint. Prospect Park is one of the first places I went when I bought the motorcycle last September. I went right over there and I took a photo with the water in the background. Almost dumped my bike. And this connects to a network of trails as well that connects to the other parks and goes along Clear Creek, which is one of the perks of Wheat Ridge, is all the trails that run right through it. You'll be able to see some down here. And there you go, a couple bicyclists and you're on your way. We're now heading to the intersection that has I-70 around a bend. This is where you'll see the location of the Clear Creek revival project going on that will add a bunch of amenities. So here are your highways. You got Route 58 going one way and then you have I-70 the other way. So over here on the other side is where they're putting in all those amenities. I'll show up the Clear Creek compound work. It's a big open space over there. It's not yet built. There's really nothing there now. And that's where it's going to be. And this is the edge of Wheat Ridge. So you went from Sheridan on one side over to I-70 and Route 50 on the other. And now we can cut back and show off one of the major features of Wheat Ridge. There you go, City of Wheat Ridge. You can see it's just as green as a lot of the other neighborhoods I've shown, which is amazing for this area. You do see your sprinkler systems, even though you're in an arid desert. A lot of water going into these lawns. With it being a home rule municipality, very nice homes there. Home rule municipality, they do have their amenities as well. Yeah, so you can see your more upscale neighborhoods on this side. All two-story homes, a lot bigger. That one's amazingly beautiful. Yeah, you're pushing well over 500 in this area. What's great is you have access to the western slopes and the mountains while you have direct access to the amenities. It's a little bit easier to live west of Denver than it is north or south to have that easier access. Alright, time to show the biggest park in Wheat Ridge. But first, we gotta show you the skate park that's known around here. Always has a bunch of characters. On our left, we have a pretty packed skate park today. Lots of kids, people of all ages, very active. So Crown Hill Park is the big park. All of this is walkable, but there's the lake over there, and that's where we're headed. And if you see that white building over there, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Oh, look at that. Got a little party gathering. Everybody with their masks. It's good to see. So yeah, we'll show you around. Get the drone up. All wrapped up at Crown Hill Park right as the sun starts to set. It's always beautiful to have the mountain backdrop. So we're just going real close by to see the Mausoleum, the white building that you all saw up close. The Mausoleum is about, or is, 91 years old. 1929. It cost $1 million to build. There it is. And is 7 stories high, over 150 feet, has 6,000 crypts in it. Always find it fascinating what kind of stone heads people have and what is said on them. Unfortunately, with COVID going on, there's a lot more bodies being put into the ground than we would prefer. So here's the Mausoleum. Almost 100 years old. Tower of Memories is the name. Pretty impressive. So obviously we're not going to end on that note. So we have a very different tone to land on to end this video. We are heading to the site of the Jolly Rancher production factory that was in operation until I believe 2002. And Jolly Rancher was founded by people who moved to Golden. So it originated in Golden, and then the factory was in Wheat Ridge. So obviously the location isn't going to have anything there, but it's cool to see where a factory for one of the largest candy companies that everyone knows was. And here's the other side of the Crown Hill Park. Then you have more beautiful property in some of these alcoves. So if you remember that skate park, it's actually here on the right, and you can see the beauty of the Rockies to the left. This is a road I take often because my gym is actually on this road. Armburst Pro Gym. It's actually a very well-renowned gym. Anybody that follows bodybuilding will know the name Phil Heath. He's a 7-time Mr. Olympia, which is the biggest competition, and he works out there. It's basically sponsored. This is the most northwest part of Wheat Ridge. So here it is, guys. See this big open space that has houses being built on it? Used to be the Jolly Rancher factory. So pretty cool to say you live where the Jolly Rancher factory used to be. So again, Jolly Rancher is still around. It's just made in New Mexico instead of here in Colorado. So that really concludes our tour today of Wheat Ridge, Colorado. You have plenty of parks, you have Clear Creek running through, and you have a lot of farmland and history that dates back to the gold rush. So with that, I bid you adieu. I look forward to showing you the next Front Range Friday in a week's time.